big
Yes.
leagues.
Oh, Ashraf, hello, good evening.
I feel like Ashraf Hakimi is working for us.
Ashraf, can you hear the studio?
Do you hear us now,
You might
Ashraf?
need to turn up a little bit.
Ashraf.
Hello, good evening, congratulations.
How is that feeling? I mean, the celebration, come on.
I think it's amazing. I cannot describe this moment with the fans. You see the ambience. We worked really hard since we started the season. I remember when we be out of Champions League, no one believed in us, so we worked together. It was a difficult moment, but we deserve it.
I said before you was about top 2 fullbacks, but after watching it, I think you've just edged number 1 now. What an absolute performance that was! Wow.
Thank you.
Up, down, offensive, defensive, so much energy.
Yeah, in this kind of games, I motivate myself more than. No, I don't know. I just do what I like to do, make the people enjoy. I enjoy also play this kind of game, so I'm really proud for my game, for also the performance of the team, and I'm really happy.
What are you doing? Playing right back, right full back, and then you end up on the left-hand side and scoring the goal.
Just is the freedom that the coach give me. Yeah, the coach make me say for me go forward, be free, inside, outside, and I feel good in this kind of movement that the coach let me do, and I can make it in the pitch.
Can I ask you about the atmosphere in the stadium? It's one of the best, if not the best, I've ever heard.
I think yes. I think we have the. I don't know if it's the best or one of the best support stadium in the world. Where I'm really happy, proud to play in Paris Saint-Germain in front of these fans. We know that, like I said before, it's difficult moments in the season, but is the one of they believe in our work, and they support us always, and they also deserve these kind of moments.
I don't want to steal your moment, but I do have to ask you, first of all, do you know what you're holding? Have you ever had one of them that is yours?
In the Champions League, no. So it's good to hold it. It's amazing, and you fully deserve it.
This is part of the team. They deserve all the players that they play today. Also the player that didn't play, the coach, all the people is behind of this work. They deserve also the MVP.
Have you had one of these before,
Peter, I don't know if you guys can hear me. Ashraf.
No.
We're struggling to hear you guys. There's some kind of audio issues. We're having problems hearing you guys. Are we going to have to dip out, everybody? We're going to sort it out. Unfortunately, not properly. We'll sort it out. We'll come back to you and see if that makes a difference. Ashraf, try that a second. Okay, no, we'll get.
This is the goal, Thierry, and at first you think it's a great strike from Ruiz. Lovely first touch.
That's
very Arsenal, very unfortunate.
It's just the way that he opens up, right? The way he controls the ball. But I will question Saliba turning. Because if you keep your body big frame, that ball hits your belly. It turns, then deflection happens. You wouldn't have turned.
2-0 down on aggregate.
You would have faced that.
It's a hill to climb, but it's not impossible.
I wasn't confident before that. I explained. There is something that's very important when you play in Europe is when you do dominate, you have to show something with it. You can not only have opportunities, and we all know that Donnarumma was outstanding. He had a save also from Martinelli, but you're not showing anything out of it. And now you're 1-0 down again in the return leg, so 2-0 down on aggregate.
Yeah, well, we'll see what they can do in this second half. We're going to go to a very quick break. We'll be right back with you. Heineken halftime moment is coming up with Thierry. Yes, you get to. Welcome back to the Heineken halftime house. PSG Arsenal at the break, and yes, that means it is time for a Heineken unmissable moment. Rare appearance from Thierry Henry.
Very missable.
So far.
Very missable moment.
Any more than that, or that's it?
Nope, that's it. Jamie.
A goal from Fabian Ruiz, who you can see is pleased. So he celebrates on his knees. There you go, Kate.
There you go. That's your Micah. Yeah. Heineken won't want you back, Thierry. I know.
Do I look like I care?
I know.
He's down in the dumps, sitting with Arsenal.
I know.
He thinks it's over.
Fine. Yeah. dear. Okay, anyway, that is it. That is our first half Heineken unmissable moment. We're going to have more from the Champions League in a quick minute.
There was a moment there, Luis Enrique, and he looked at the crowd and he kind of wiped his head back like that, took it all in and really like exhaled and went like this. Like, it's just a moment for a brilliant manager.
Credit to him. I know he's been through a tough time as well in his private life, and I think you see a team that has complete clarity on every single phase of the game and every single action they do, in possession, out possession, and he's fantastic. I mean, what a coach. And you can see the players as well, how much they care for him and how much they want to play for him.
He has a lot of that great man management about him, Luis Enrique, isn't he? And the way that he brings modern things into the game and tries new things with his players.
But you know what? He was a brilliant player, and he understands the makeup of the dressing room. He understands that you can't carry any players in the Champions League. The players are too good. And now that they work as a team, they're so much more effective, PSG, and they're actually fun to watch. They've captured the hearts of Paris fans, captured the hearts of French fans, and even the neutrals. I think they're a good watch, PSG, and credit the manager. It all starts with the manager. We've seen that, and he's got a brilliant group of players that work so hard.
Arsenal and Mikel Arteta especially was criticised slightly for tactics in parts of the season and in the first leg perhaps. What did you think of the way that you approached the game tonight, Martin?
Yeah, I was calling for that. I'd seen a lot of the footage. I think the first 20 minutes in the first tie, they gave us a bit of a lesson, and he learned from that tonight. He made sure he pressed really high. Declan Rice being able to do that in midfield. Partey was giving that assurance, although he was a part of the goal that we conceded. Of course, the ball was headed back into an area where they punished us. But all in all, I think the tactics were perfect. Again, you saw the manager learning from the first game. It was just in that final third where you needed a box in the box. Somebody who was going to really hurt them. And there were times when, when they were counter-attacking us, they had real pace, but we didn't have the same weapons to hurt them with. And I think that's where the change will come. Big recruitment will come in the summer.
Yeah, I think when you think about tactically, you think about the goals they conceded. So one's a set play where someone maybe switches off, gives a poor header, and then the second one, someone gives the ball away and you get hurt on transition. So I agree. I think tactically it was okay, and there's just them small little moments of quality where you were lacking.
In Paris, after a pretty quick start, an unbelievable start really for Arsenal. The score at the moment, 1-0 on the night and 2-0 on aggregate. How impressed were you with the way that Arsenal kicked off and started?
It's exactly what we spoke about. They needed to do that. They needed to really ask the question of this PSG defence, and I think we've done that. We created a lot of moments. Unfortunately, we didn't manage to put the ball in the net, but we have to keep that same mentality because it's not done yet.
Donnarumma called into action pretty quickly.
I mean, Arsenal did brilliantly. Declan, he can easily score that as well, but they put the ball in the box. We said cross it. They're better in the air than PSG. They had PSG rattled. How many throws did they have? Partey, I can't believe how long his throw is. That could go anywhere. The goalkeeper makes a brilliant save, but credit Arsenal and Mikel. They had a game plan before the game. The only thing that was missing, Jack, was the goal.
Yeah, and I think this one here.
My word.
What a save. What a save.
He has no right to save that.
Yeah, he has no right. And we spoke about that before the game. That can be the difference. And then you see at the other end, they go up the other end and they have a little bit of quality, and they end up going in at half-time 1-0 up.
And for all that hard work and all the shots and the pressure that Arsenal were putting on, the first goal falls to PSG. They actually hit the post a little bit earlier on than that, but Fabian Ruiz, the ball fell to him. He took it pretty well. Yeah, look, we said about set pieces. It's not a great header from Partey. Fabian Ruiz does brilliantly. And you see Martin, he gets there a little bit too quick. Watch him. He's at the edge of the box. But once that ball comes out, he gets there a little bit too quick. He's got to know Fabian Ruiz is left-footed, Jack, isn't he?
Yeah, for me,